So game one, it looks like Error
The
is going to be
Banjo.
going with the Banjo, actually. So sticking it out with his secondary Banjo against Vlone Flex's Game & Watch here. Starting off on PS2.
It was 1 year ago today that at E3, Banjo was revealed to be a character coming to Smash, so perhaps this is just a little bit of a tribute from Error. So.
Yeah, perhaps so. And Error, of course, definitely a very strong player with whatever character he's utilizing. He's really good at being able to use their projectile tools to be able to open up anyone's defense. You see Vlone Flex countering it a little bit with these the oil panic to be able to counter the grenades, but Error is still able to find his way in against Vlone Flex.
You know, people obviously like to focus on Banjo for his for the grenade, for the eggs and stuff, and obviously the Wonder Wing is his most DLC tool. But I just feel like Banjo having very strong grappling and boxing abilities as well. Obviously, through while the his down throw does not ground for very long, you can still get a lot off of it if you know how to use it correctly.
Yeah, and similar to Snake, there are certain percents where you can do down throw in an up tilt, and it's basically a true combo. So that down throw can certainly come in handy, especially when securing kills for Banjo. But Vlone Flex looking to try to secure a kill there with that up air. This match, though, has been very even so far. These players have just been sort of going back and forth in terms of percent.
And at higher percents, especially like and in this range from Vlone Flex, Error can just actually down throw into down smash him and pretty much kill him as well.
Oh, but here you go, the back throw. That's actually going to take it against a character as light as Game & Watch there. Error has a bit of a lead here against Vlone Flex right now. Oh, but getting the down smash, not getting the sweet spot, so it's not quite going to kill Error there.
Ooh, went for the down tilt and the jab block, but unfortunately, good roll for Vlone Flex to avoid it.
Really, I find it interesting how much Error is willing to throw out this forward air from Banjo. I don't know if I've ever seen it used that much from other Banjo players. He's just coming in ready to swing with that big fist.
It's a very satisfying move to use, actually.
Yeah, I could certainly imagine some uses left of those Wonder Wing. There goes one going off stage, actually. And that's actually going to lead to his death. Vlone Flex reading the roll get up from Error there, evening the stocks up. And now Vlone Flex does have the opening, and you can see, Game & Watch, he's got that glow on him. The oil panic is fully built up from all these grenade explosions. So if Vlone Flex does get the opportunity, he could potentially combo into that for an early kill against Error here.
And another possible thing here is, believe it or not, Bucket, in a case like this, is Game & Watch's fastest jab one option, but unfortunately just throws it away.
Yeah, I think he was probably expecting Error to come into him more. Was expecting Error to be in that space, but unfortunately for him, Error was able to avoid it. But right now, the percent exactly even right now, 62.3. These players are not giving each other an inch right now. They just keep going back and forth, and it looks like whenever one potentially has an opening, the other one is able to answer right back.
Ooh, reflective grenade and absorbing it in the same move.
Yeah, that was very smart from Vlone Flex, and that's something that really comes in handy with Game & Watch's new bucket, is that it acts as both an absorber and a reflector. Error putting on the pressure with these eggs off stage, but it's not quite going to be enough for it to kill Vlone Flex there. Now, yeah, both of them just potentially looking for some options. Error trying to secure the kill here against Vlone Flex, coming in with that Wonder Wing, but not quite able to connect.
Vlone Flex has Bucket loaded up again.
Yeah, and this is definitely a scary spot to have it fully loaded up now that he was able to take that stock with that forward tilt, getting 25%, and getting the bucket there, the down throw into the oil panic. That is going to be it for Vlone Flex, taking the first game here against Error.
Just barely as well, because I'll be honest, that bucket, the oil seemed to be pretty far out from where Error was.
Yeah, it did seem like a pretty tight combo for sure, but thankfully there it worked out for Vlone Flex, taking that game pretty effectively against Error. And like I was talking about earlier with his potential character picks, I know that Error, like Banjo is certainly not his main character, so it makes you wonder if now that he's down a game, if he's going to want to try and pick one of his other characters to go up against Vlone Flex, or if he's going to potentially stick it out with the Banjo here.
Yeah, because that was the first game he's lost all bracket, so it's going to be an interesting thing to see. Will he stick with it? Only time will tell.
Yeah, we do see him in the selection right now out of the arena, potentially picking a new stage, potentially picking a new character, but we're going to find out as we go into this match. And yep, there it is, going to his tried and true, his main character, the young Link here.
Now, interesting that you would go, after losing game 2 bucket, you go to a character, while still only Bomb is able to be bucketable by the Game & Watch, you go to a character with more that can be reflected.
Yeah, but I think this also potentially has a good idea for Error. Not only is it a character that he is more comfortable with, being his main character, but I also think because of how quick Young Link can be, if he's able to get these openings against Error, he doesn't necessarily need to use the projectiles. He can just sort of transition and use Young Link's good close tools in order to lay the hurt on Vlone Flex here. And it looks like he's been doing good about baiting out the reflecting from Vlone Flex too. You see Vlone Flex looks to reflect one of these projectiles, but Error just has another one ready after Vlone Flex has dropped the bucket.
That's the big thing with Game & Watch is you don't want to rely too heavily on it, because it does have a bit of landing lag that can be punished from trying to pull it back in. So yes, it's smart to use it every opportunity, but you don't want to use it too much and become way too predictable with it.
Yeah, and that might be something Vlone Flex has to be careful about. He's been using it a lot so far in this match, so it might get too predictable, and Error's being able to work his way around it at every turn. Ooh. And getting the nair there on the ledge, just sneaking that right in as Vlone Flex is recovering and taking that first stock there. Here we go, both just trying to find their way in. Vlone Flex looking for these fares to try and open up Error here. Error, of course, is using any projectile that he can in order to open up Vlone Flex, but the damage is climbing for Vlone Flex here. This is going to be kind of a scary situation, especially when you're a character as light as Game & Watch.
Obviously, a character like Young, not the heaviest either, so it is just a battle of quickness and like who can get their combo starters off.
Yeah, and it looks like Error is the one right now getting the arrow into the boomerang to the up air, and this might be Vlone Flex flying a bit too far for Error to be able to combo off that up B. Almost getting something there, but this should be a forward throw. Gonna do it. Yeah, there it is. Error now up 3 stocks to 1, showing how strong his Young Link is. And Vlone Flex just trying to find anything that he can to these moves here against Error, but that might be ill-advised. Error building the damage quite heavily on Vlone Flex here.
Yeah, seems to be putting up quite the wall of just projectiles that Vlone Flex is having a hard time responding to.
Yeah, Vlone Flex, I feel like he's just tossing out a lot of aerials, a lot of moves that might not necessarily be the ones to connect, and we see him getting punished for it right there, just tossing out the back air, but Error able to jump over it and just come right down, stabbing down with that down air and taking that match with a 3 stock.
Now that has to be a big mentality shift as well for Vlone Flex. Like, coming out game 1, you beat the Banjo, and all of a sudden you just get completely mollywomped by the Young Link. You gotta be thinking, okay, what did I do wrong? How can I get around it? Obviously, the big thing is the projectile game. You have to be able to bob and weave around as many of those as you can to try and get in, but it's still much easier said than done.
Yeah, and as I was pointing out a bit in the match, I think that Vlone Flex wasn't really necessarily paying attention to how he could bob and weave out of those projectiles, just sort of tossing out moves, hoping that they would potentially connect against Error. But as we go into this game 3, we'll see if he'll be able to perhaps maintain some more patience, and especially with a smaller stage like Smashville, he may not need to worry about Error running away as much. Yeah, just looking to start something here on the Smashville platform, but Error not really letting him, keeping the control as well as he can with these projectiles. Ooh, just barely scooping him with the up B there.
Now, in many cases here, Young can just sort of outrange Game Watch in many ways. Obviously, with the hook shot kind of tether grab and through all the projectiles and stuff. But still, he still has a sword, so.
Yeah, it seems like it's been causing some trouble for Vlone right now. The percent are climbing on him on this first stock of Error. Still looking pretty good right now. Oh, very nice. Try getting the F tilt off to be able to avoid any further punishment from Error. But Error still is maintaining the lead here. Trying to catch his landing there, but Error able to effectively retreat to the Smashville platform. There we go! Those combos that Error is known for with those drag down bears. Not quite able to take it against Vlone, but another combo like that's definitely going to spell death.
Forward throw, not going to do it either.
Vlone going up very high, trying to avoid anything from Error there.
Ooh, Pogo stick to take Vlone first stock. He's game 3.
And Vlone, it looks like he is able to get some of these absorptions from these bombs. I think he has 2 slots now in the Oil Panic, but we'll see if he's going to be able to find another way to absorb. But Error, he's been doing very good about, I think, mitigating the use of the bomb too, just using the arrows and the boomerang, and sort of mixing up Vlone and is this a projectile that I'm going to be able to reflect, or is it going to be the bomb that I can't necessarily? And I think it's paying off well for Error right now, already building up a pretty sizable lead here against Vlone.
There's many things that will clash with Game Watch's to be the meat, as I like to call it. But there's a lot of things that can just fly right on through it. And obviously, one of those things appears to be just Young's Snare.
Yeah, that can definitely come in handy for Error if Vlone does feel like putting up that wall of meat, then he can just sneak right in there with a Nair. Just have Vlone on the edge here. Vlone is able to find his way back to center, and actually Error misspacing that back air, and Vlone is going to be able to get that forward tilt to take that stock. Flex still is at 5% on the stock, though. He's going to have to make something happen.
Ooh,
Error making something happen right there, though, with that combo. Very nice to take that stock.
Beautiful, beautiful play there from the combo game off of the projectiles from Error.
Yeah, that's something that Error is so good at. Is he has a combo game for Young Link very well optimized. We saw before he was getting creative with those drag down fairs. He can do some really good item combos. Definitely something that he is very proficient at, and it's paying off in spades against Vlone. Already 73% of Vlone last stock. Not sure if Vlone is going to have an answer for him, or if Error is going to be the one to be able to take the set. Oh, but that was a nice combo, getting the forward air, sending Error off stage, almost connecting with the up smash, but Error able to get his shield out in time. Does have the bomb trying to catch the recovery there, but Error able to sneak by safely. And here we go, another combo, getting the forward air, so close to death for Vlone. But yeah, probably another combo like that is going to spell death. Vlone just hanging out on the ledge, trying to find his footing. The down air, almost doing it.
Not gonna do it.
Has to be so careful right now. He does have the full
He has
oil
one
panic,
hope to even it up.
Now this is actually
the oil panic's gone
for Vlone.
The oil panic seems to have disappeared in all that.
Well, that's odd. I'm not sure where it went, but it doesn't even matter. Error able to get a quick arrow into the up air, taking that stock pretty quickly and taking that set over Vlone. Moving on to winners finals. No DQ from Vlone needed.